Guys, let's talk about Blood of the Dawnwalker. You guys know how I feel about this game, all right? This game, I have watched so many trailers for this game. And every single time, I left disappointed. And I know some of you guys are super excited about this game. I know you are. But me personally, I'm just not. With that being said, we're still going to watch trailers. This game was gifted to me. I do plan to review the game. But looking at the gameplay, it never just looks interesting to me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me every single day, 9 p.m. over on the main channel, where you can catch me live every single day, 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see every single one of you there. Now back to the main video. So we're gonna look at this. It's like a 6-minute trailer. I think it's a story trailer. It kind of breaks down what to expect for the game. So let's see what we got here for Blood of the Dawnwalker. Here we go.
The Blood of Dawnwalker is a dark fantasy open-world action RPG set in 14th century Europe. The first installment of our saga takes place in Vale Sangora, a secluded region somewhere in the Carpathian Mountains. When the plague decimated the population and the human rulers proved too weak to control the situation, a powerful vampire, Brensis, stepped out of the shadows and conquered the valley. Now, it's time for you to be a part of this story. Welcome to the world of Dawnwalker. Brensis is an oppressive ruler. He uses his own blood to heal the people of Vale Sangora, but in turn demands absolute obedience. He carved the valley into 3 separate dominions and gave them to his 3 vampiric officers. Ambrose is the youngest and the one with most to prove. His main responsibility is stockpiling blood and managing the draining dungeons. Bakir knows that what folk need in their lives is a bit of respite from their hardships. That is why he is in charge of alcohol distilling and distribution. Still, he's not above using his inborn brutality to subjugate the population if need be. Xanthi is the one who creates the Blood Guards, the elite soldiers of the vampiric regime. Staying away from the limelight, she is a source of many rumors about dark rituals and mysterious disappearances. These powerful vampires won't sit idly while you dismantle their operations.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the idea of a vampire, you know, a RPG, open world style video game, it's not a bad idea. Like, I don't want to make it seem as if it's not an interesting premise, because it is. But I don't know, man. I'm just getting this mid, like, fucking, like, dude, I don't know how to explain it. I was talking to like Kada and Atreus about it because I know they're excited about the game. And I'm just like, I can't escape the feeling that this game is gonna be mid. And I've been saying for the longest, man, I want to be so wrong about this game. I really do. I want to be wrong about the game. I want it to be a surprise hit. I really do, but I can't shake the feeling of just mid about this game. I just can't. I hope I'm wrong though, because I want it to be good. I really do.
With your every victory, Brensis' court will react with new edicts that will make Cohn's life a bit harder. But who is our protagonist exactly?
I also think it's going to come down to the time mechanic. I think it's going to come down to the way that the time moves. And if it's something that essentially either gets in the way or if it's a gimmick, right? Because I don't know, like, I don't think it's something that's going to really make the game any better. It's either going to be a gimmick or it's going to get in the way. So, I don't know. I guess it comes down to that too.
You play as Cohn, a young man living under the vampiric regime. A series of tragic events led to your family being kidnapped by Brensis and you becoming a Dawnwalker, a human by day, a vampire by night. Now, you must rescue your loved ones. As a human, you can learn the dark secrets of witchcraft.
This will hurt.
Use your own blood to cast hexes that enable you to speak with the dead.
I can't say, I can't!
Move faster, brave the astral plane, and bring pain to your enemies. Learning new spells requires finding knowledge in arcane texts and obscure tomes. At night, you transform into a vampire. You use claws and fangs to kill your opponents. You can climb walls or cross distances within a blink of an eye. You might even transform yourself into a swift wolf.
Go on. Drink.
It seems like they made the wolf animation better, because the wolf animation was really bad when we first saw it. I remember making fun of it. I'm like, bro, the wolf is running like a horse. It's running it's like galloping. It looks stiff. Now it looks a lot better, so maybe they changed that, you know?
Remember that a vampire is always hungry for blood. Drinking it unlocks new abilities, but in the process, you will corrupt yourself. Whether you stick only to one path or mix them, exploring Vale Sangora is always exciting and will reward you with unique items, weapons, and sets of armor. Just remember that time waits for no one.
No.
From the moment your family is kidnapped, you have 30 days and 30 nights to rescue them.
The coronation. It's in 30 days.
Still, there is no real time clock. Instead, you will be able to use the time as a resource, to be spent on the game elements you want to use to craft your story.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know about the time limit thing. Any time there's a video game that introduces that shit, it almost never works out. Right? Very few video games in history have done the whole, like, you have a time limit kind of a thing. Or XYZ amount of days. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that.
The time passes when you finish a quest or an activity, or when you learn new abilities. However, don't worry that upgrading your hero will ruin your chances for a satisfying ending. As time passes, different opportunities will arise or disappear forever.
I'm sorry we were too late to save her.
And even if you're not able to save your family in time, the game will not be over. Cohen's story will simply take a different turn. You have one clear goal, but there's no single linear way to complete it. Every activity and quest is optional and serves as a building block of your own crafted experience. The Valley is a big place, open for exploration. You can look for opportunities to learn new things and find allies.
Aye.
Or you can even decide to storm Brensis's castle as soon as you are out of the prologue. However, remember that defeating him as a freshly made Dawnwalker will be a feat worthy of legends. We designed the Blood of Dawnwalker to be fun and adaptive to...
I wonder, I'm sure there's going to be like an achievement or something that is tied into beating the game the moment you get out the prologue and like going straight for the castle. That'll be pretty sick. I'm sure it's going to be really difficult, but it'd be cool if they tie an achievement to that. That'd be pretty sick.
Individual preferences. First of all, you can use Omni Block and Omni Attack. Your character chooses the directions of sword swings and blocks automatically. The only exception to this are unblockable attacks, ones that can be only dodged. For those who prefer a more tactical approach, we offer directional combat, which involves observing your opponent's movements and reacting to them. It's about finding a certain rhythm and using it to defeat enemies. Whichever style you choose, active abilities are an integral part of combat. With them, you can deal more damage, heal yourself mid-combat, crowd control your enemies, or simply interrupt their attacks. All this is just a taste of what the Blood of Dawnwalker has to offer. Whether you roam through lush forests, a bustling city, treacherous swamps, caverns hiding long-forgotten mysteries, or mountain peaks, there is always something to discover. Carve your own path and shape your own story, while walking the thin line between your humanity and embracing your vampiric nature. The Blood of Dawnwalker is coming.
I don't know, man. What's wrong with me? Why do I think this is fucking mid? I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Like, normally, I think it's the combat, and I've said that many times before. I think the combat just something just looks off to me. You know, I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know what the problem is. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick to this game because normally, like, I would be really interested to play something like this, but for some reason, I just can't I can't shake the mid feeling. You know, I feel like this is gonna be one of those games that's gonna be you boot it up and it's gonna get old real fast. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's gonna get old real quick. The time mechanic's gonna get old real quick, and before you know it, it's gonna lose its luster. It's gonna just be a gimmick, and you're gonna be essentially playing any other RPG just with a weird like time mechanic that's kind of just there to be there. You know, that's kind of what I feel is gonna happen with this. I don't know. Again, I'm gonna review the game. I'm gonna check it out. It got gifted to me. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Um, but for some reason, I'm just not feeling it, and I haven't felt that way. I'm sorry, I felt that way ever since the first trailer. Ever since the first trailer, you know. I don't know. I kind of freaked out on it. How is it gonna get? Let me see. How is it gonna get old? It's basically a roguelite meets open world. It's not that it's gonna get old. I think it's gonna lose its luster. Like the idea of the time mechanic, I think it's gonna become essentially like a gimmick. That's basically it. Because like you said, if it's basically a roguelite, like they're really selling the time mechanic thing. So if it essentially becomes something where it becomes like a gimmick to you, well then it kind of loses its luster, you know, in my opinion. You said that with Crimson as well. Oh, really? I said that about the time mechanic with Crimson. I don't remember saying that about Crimson. I noticed you were spamming that in the chat, so you really wanted me to read that. Um, I don't remember saying that about Crimson. What I remember saying about Crimson is that when they're promising the world, usually they're not able to deliver that. That's what I remember saying about Crimson Desert. How they were promising essentially the world, and guess what? I ended up being right on some of the stuff. Like, for example, one of the things I criticized with Crimson Desert was the way that social media was handling the game and how they were basically trying to I didn't have a negative feeling of Crimson. I did not have a negative feeling about Crimson Desert. I thought Crimson Desert looked amazing. You're confusing negative feeling with cautious feeling. I was extremely cautious with Crimson Desert because when when the game was being promoted on social media, it was being promoted as you could do literally anything at any given time. Come to find out, you actually can't do that. Like, you can't ride a dragon 24/7 right off the bat at any given time. You can't have a jetpack at any given time, right? But the way social media was trying to promote the game, it was trying to make it seem as if, well, you could do this in the game, you could do that in the game, you could do this in Crimson Desert. Look, you could do this, you could even do this in the Crimson Desert. You could fly a pig in Crimson. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, that's not the case. But the game is still amazing. Like, I really enjoy Crimson Desert a lot. No one say you can start the game with the dragon. People, again, this is like the semantic thing, right? The way people were promoting the game on X, they were like, you could even do this in Crimson Desert. You could even do that in Crimson Desert. They were making it seem as if you could do all these things, and that it was gonna somehow be like mechanics in the game that you could utilize at any given point in time. It's not something you get right away. Also with the dragon, I don't even think I unlocked the dragon personally. I know you unlock it, I think, after chapter 7. Although there might be a way to unlock it earlier. Pretty sure. What was that? Animo what? Animo finally has release date. Animo. Is that like Pokemon thing? RIP Choppy. Oh, look, there's a train in Crimson Desert. Yeah, I mean, again, that was the whole point. Like, I really criticized the social media campaign behind that game because it was really overselling it, in my opinion. But the game itself, no, I never said the game looked bad. I enjoyed. I was really excited for that game. I just didn't want to be let down. That's really what it came down to. I didn't want to be let down by the game. I was very cautious, and most of the time when developers are overpromising the world like that, they never deliver. There's always something that's fucked up about it. You know? Dawnwalker any good? I don't know. I haven't played the game yet. So combat ended up with the same problems as Black Desert. You have all these cool combos and stuff you could do, but enemies just explode. Yeah, but that's normal enemies do die fast in Crimson Desert, but then bosses are pretty fun. They're pretty fun. They're pretty difficult. You have zero excitement for Dawnwalker? Yeah, same. So, again, I just... Sanguine says, okay, but name one thing they lied about. I never said they lied. You could do all that, even the jetpack, but it belongs to Unga. Again, I never said they lied. And I don't understand, like, people hard of hearing. Like, I never said that they lied. I said I was cautious about Crimson Desert because when developers overpromise the world, they almost never deliver. I never said they lied. I said when I was looking at the social media campaign, it looked like it was too good to be true. I don't think there was anything wrong with saying that. Normally, 9 out of 10 times, whenever you have a video game that promises that much stuff, they almost never deliver. We're talking about like Bethesda level promises, right? Like 16 times the detail. That's what we're talking about. So that's why when I looked at that stuff, I'm like, I don't know about that. I hope that's not the case. Literally said that so many times too, by the way. You can go back to my streams talking about it. Yeah, kind of like Fable. Fable's in the same boat. Fable's literally in the same boat right now. Fable right now is promising the world. Fable's like, you can do this in the game. You can do that in the game. You can do everything in the game. Kind of a thing, right? I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. There's nothing wrong with that. Crimson Desert story was ass. I think it has a slow burn, but I actually started to like the story, personally. People were excited about Beast of Reincarnation, but it ended up being a letdown. It was a major letdown for me. You got game journalists and content creators who sign NDAs with the gaming companies who constantly overpromise non-existent game features to hype the game sales up. That does happen. That does happen quite a bit. But anyway, in terms of Blood of the Dawnwalker, I hope, again, let me reiterate for people that are like, oh, why do you hate the game? I want to like this game. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I want to like this game. I hope the game is good. I'm getting a feeling of mid from it. And I hope that I'm wrong on it. I love being wrong on it. Sanguine says, yeah, but Pearl Abyss makes MMOs. All they did was port what they made in Black Desert to a more single-player experience. I'd understand if it was some inexperienced new company. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care if they make 100 video games. Obviously, you could give them a little bit of benefit of the doubt. But again, I never really played Black Desert. So to me, like, what do I care? You know? Hence why I was cautious. Again, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for you or anybody else. You know? But I was personally cautious about it. And again, I have no problems being wrong about a video game. This is the problem with social media. Social media is like, you got people that think that when people speak and give opinions on things, they're speaking and giving opinions on things with the expectation to be 100% right all the time. I'm not looking to be 100% right all the time. And thankfully, the beautiful thing about this industry is that if I am wrong about a game, that's great, because guess what? We end up getting a really good game. How is that a bad thing? That's actually a good thing. So sometimes being wrong is actually better in this scenario. Sometimes. You know? But all I'm ever giving is opinion. Why didn't I finish Crimson Desert? It's because Crimson Desert was a video game that takes an ungodly amount of time in a situation where I am not I can't just, I'm not just like a casual gamer. Like I do this is part of my my work or whatever you want to call it. Like reviewing video games is what I do. So unfortunately, the video games that take a long time usually get a back burner. It's only a matter of time, right? And with Crimson Desert, there was a good amount of video games that came out at the time. So we were kind of bouncing from game to game to try to finish them up as much as possible. But eventually, these longer video games, they just take the back burner. You know? Like, I have to move on at some point. I can't just stay on one video game and spend 500 hours on one video game. I don't get that luxury. When people are messaging you all day and they're like, hey, what do you think of this game? Hey, what do you think of that game? Hey, what do you think of this game? You got to review this game? You got to check out this game? You got to review this one? What about this one? You want to review this one? What about that one? Like, you don't get that luxury. You know, before I was a streamer, I used to spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours in one video game. Usually MMOs, to be fair. You know, to be fair. You were close, definitely more than half. I mean, I think I was like almost at the end of chapter 7. Pretty sure. I am going to go back and finish it at some point. I am going to go back and finish it. You can beat Crimson Desert in 70 hours. The extra stuff, 70 hours. You act like 70 hours is a low amount of hours. 70 hours when you have like 20 other video games you have to review within a month's time span. Or 2 months time span. Each one taking anywhere between 15 to 30 hours on their own. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. I actually have, let me see. I actually have what's this? Let me check something really quick. Crimson Desert. How much do I have in Crimson Desert right now? I actually have 56 hours in Crimson Desert right now. I have 56 hours in Crimson Desert right now. Not bad. Not bad. It's been 87 years when you beat the game. 87 years, bro. Stop it. MMOs are forever games. They are. That's why I spent all my time in them. I spent a lot of my time in MMORPGs. What else? There was another comment I wanted to look at real quick. Well, you do play 2 hours at a time. I do, because unfortunately I do have a life, so 70 hours is a ton, which is good for the game if you like that, but it ain't short. Yeah, that's not short. 70 hours is not a short. That's not a short game. That's not a short game. There was another comment that said when you have all the time in the world, something like that. I don't know where that comment went. Do you think I have all the time in the world? I wish I had all the time in the world. Life is overrated. Fake gamer. Relax, bro. Have I played Black Desert Online? I have not. Well, actually, that's not true. I think I dabbled. I think I slightly dabbled. Let me check my Steam. Black Desert. Yeah, I got 4.5 hours in Black Desert. So, needless to say, like, I slightly dabbled. Like, very slightly dabbled. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So, no, I didn't do that. Do play it more. How am I gonna play it more, Titan Wasp? How am I gonna play it more? I have like 30 games installed on my PC right now that I'm going through. It's a little bit difficult. You didn't like Crimson, but I want to go back to play site stuff and see what they fixed. Yeah, well, see, that's another thing too. So I had logged off the game and they did so many patches. I'm gonna wait until you know, I mean, not really. I'm not waiting for it, but it's like, it's a benefit because the longer time I wait, the more stuff they change and the more stuff they fix. So by the time I get back, I'll be able to experience all the new stuff, which is great. You know, just do it. Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, I know, right? Am I gonna play Ananta when it comes out? I have no interest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no interest to play Ananta. I mean, I'm sure I'll check it out, but I don't have any interest. Not gonna lie to you. If people want me to check it out, I'll check it out. You know, isn't that game gonna be free to play? Is it one of those games? All right, let me resume TTS real quick, and then we're gonna get to the next topic, boys.
I lost my high to south of midnight. This is
when you get high, when you get high, when you get high, when you get high.
What the
Only vamp I want is Blade.
Was that? I want a Blade game so bad.
Make games more fun for you?
They do, actually. They do. I actually really like achievements. You know, I do try to... I try to, like, I don't know. Like, I get moments where it's like I'm interested in achievement farming, and then other moments where I'm like, I don't fucking care. You know, I have to like the game a lot for me to want to like go through the whole game's achievements, or at the very least, it has to be a game. Like, if I don't like the game that much, then it has to be a game where there's easy achievements to get. Like Spider-Man 2, for example. Like, I really like Spider-Man 1. I really like that game. Getting achievements in that game was easy. Miles Morales, didn't even like it that much, but it was easy, right? Spider-Man 2, same thing. Didn't like it that much, but it was easy.